What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager series. This is episode 28, and today we are returning with two absolutely massive games of our Lions as we take on West Brom at the Hawthorns in a potential title decider, and also Middlesbrough at home as well. Before we play these games though, shout out we'll be getting on off camera. And there isn't too much to show you, just 3 games off camera. Of course, in the last episode, you saw our 1-1 draw at Portman Road against Ipswich, and then our 2-1 defeat to Norwich. Such late drama in both of those games, and 2 pretty bad results. I played 3 games off camera, and we won the first 2 and lost the third and final one. We started with a 1-0 victory over Nottingham Forest at the Den, which we desperately needed. Our first clean sheet in quite a few games, and a big 3 points there. And then we beat Bristol City by 3-2 at Ashton Gate in a very topsy-turvy game. We took the lead, then equalised, then they took the lead, then we equalised, and then we took the lead with 90 minutes to go for Aidan O'Brien, and managed to win the game. So despite Will Grigg being on fire, we still got those 3 points. Is that still a relevant chant? Will Grigg's on fire. Is that still relevant? I don't know. We won the game by 3-2 anyway, and a big 3 points there. But sadly, our third and final game was a defeat, and it was at home against Brentford, and it's crazy how good our home form was at the start of the season, the Championship. We weren't losing any games at the Den, but now we've lost 3 of our last 4 in front of our home crowd, and this one was a really frustrating loss because we conceded 2 penalties in the game, and O'Brien did score 1, but we just lost our discipline. We've done it quite a few times this season. We've had really bad discipline and conceded a lot of penalties, which does not help us at all. So 3-1 defeat there, a bad and very disappointing. 3 defeats in 4 at the Den is quite poor. But today's games are against West Brom away and Middlesbrough at home as well. And as you can see by the table, we are still in second place. We have been for the vast majority of the season, really. And with 6 games to go, it's very, very tight. You would say that if West Brom win this game at the Hawthorns, they're going to win the title. They'll go 7 points clear of us, and possibly 5 points clear of either Crystal Palace and Fulham. But you would say the title's theirs to be lost, really, and it still is to this day. But if we can win this game, we give ourselves a chance of possibly pipping them to the crown. However, not too worried about that. Just want to make sure we stay in the top 2 with 6 games to go. But it's going to be very, very tight indeed. Just 1 point ahead of Crystal Palace and Fulham right now, with 5 points clear of Ipswich in 5th place, 6 clear of Peterborough and Derby as well. Even staying in the playoffs is going to be tough with 6 games to go. It's going to be a crazy, crazy run. And I'd love to finish in the top 2, but it's going to be extremely tough. And you look at our past positions, as you can see, we've been second place for the whole of 2021. It's been a really, really good calendar year for us, despite our home form beginning to slip a little bit. So, let's dive into it then. First game is indeed against West Bromwich Albion. We're at the Hawthorns, and we've only beaten them once in the entire series and lost every single time. And every single time we face up the Hawthorns, we've lost. So, not feeling too confident, especially on an inconsistent run of form. But let's see what we can do. We're going to change the instructions heading to the game as well for the first time in a while due to a poor run of form. And as you can see, we're going to higher the tempo, start on attacking, go more direct in our play as well, and try and get the ball forward as quickly as possible, and see if that will help us hit West Brom with some good early chances. And we'll change our lineup as well. And on the injury report right now, 2 key absentees for our normal first 11. Marlon Romeo out right now with a calf strain, and missed most of the rest of the season. And also John Black is out with blisters, but should be okay to start against Middlesbrough. So this is our lineup for the game. Then Long is in goal for Woodman, and it's back for Meredith, Hutchinson, Cooper, and Abate. With midfield for Menjivar, Tunnicliffe, Fulton, and Jed Wallace. And up top together, O'Brien and Lee Gregory. And on the bench, Woodman, De Cheetah, Ferguson, Rakip, Webster, Elliott, and Marvin Brito as well. So, first game, it's West Brom. It's a huge one. Can we get the 3 points? I'm not too confident, but let's find out. Come on, you Lions. Might be able to tell, not feeling too great today. I've, over the past couple of weeks, had quite a lot of little mini bugs to deal with, and got a bit of a sore throat, bit of a cold, and a thumping headache right now, which is not good. But hopefully I won't sound too bad, and hopefully the 3 points in this game will liven me up. Let's see what we can do. So first highlight comes directly from kickoff, but it looks like it will come to the Baggies as Ward finds Mane. Mane into Scott McTominay, who receives it and finds Diaz as the Baggies look for the first chance. Lovely ball inside there, and across to Mane, who heads it across, back to the man at the far post, and as Long makes the save, the rebound is turned in, and it's the worst possible start. And I see at the bottom, not the start Millwall had in mind, as already we're dropping down to 3rd place. This has happened quite a lot this season as well. One of our goalkeepers, either Long or Woodman, will make a really good save, and then the rebound is turned in straight afterwards. Mane heads it back across the 6-yard area. Everyone lost the man at the far post. Long made the save initially, but couldn't keep out the rebound. Already, the Baggies in front. Worst possible start. They're going 7 points clear. I'll be satisfied enough with a playoff place this season, but After last season, I was really hoping that this year we could make the top 2, but it's not looking likely as Carlos Mane doubles the lead for West Brom, and we are being undone right now. I was really thinking if we started on attacking and we hit West Brom, because we beat them at the Den, that would really favour us. Evidently, I've made a mistake changing the tactics this way. I probably should have started on counter. There's a nice ball across there, and that guy, Baguette, is really causing us problems right now. He and Mane have assisted each other for the goals, and got one each too. So West Brom 2, Millwall 0, and already, even just halfway through the first half, it's looking quite likely as Palace have gone 1-0 up on Peterborough as well. We are dropping out of the top 2 for the first time in the calendar year. Man, this is not the way I wanted to start the episode, and Fulham are in front as well. God damn it. Well, this has been an absolutely terrible way to start the episode. We're getting dominated in the game in terms of the stats, and the scoreline's not looking good either. Crystal Palace are 3-0 up on Peterborough, and Fulham are 1-0 up at St Andrews as well. This is not good, so I'm going to say assertively at the break, show me something else in the second half. Everyone's fired up and motivated. We're really missing John Black and Marlon Romeo. I mean, both goals sort of came from the left side for West Brom, where Abate is right now, and it's not looking good. We're starting the second half, we're trailing by 2. If we can get a goal early, we give ourselves a chance of getting back in the game, but it's not looking likely. If anything, we're going to lose this game by more. And obviously it's not helping our goal difference either right now, as we're dropping to 4th place. It's been a really, really tough start. I mean, West Brom are the best team in the division, no doubt about it. We're at the Hawthorns, got a very poor record against them. It's not a real surprise, but I didn't want it to be this bad of a loss. But O'Brien is through here, and the shot is saved by Wildsmith, and the second one turned behind for a corner. That's our one chance in the game. Aiden can take it, though. If that was John Black, our top scorer of 16, he probably would have found the back of the net. But still, oh, Gregory, yes, I was going to say still 2-0, but Gregory turns in a flicked-on ball by Menji and turns it in to make it 2-1. So, I said we need an early goal in the second half. We got 1-12 when it's after the restart. Jed's cross into the middle from the corner, headed away, but Menji keeps the chance alive, and the interception was missed there. Not sure who by, but Gregors turns it in off the post, 2-1. Now can we come from behind and claim a point? I'd certainly take it. So that is going to do it then. The full-time whistle has just been blown. And unfortunately, despite the goal we scored through Greggs in the second half, it's just a consolation goal. And it does mean, as I will say, unlucky boys, it would be nice to Wimbledon to be, so we can relax and gain the players some confidence. We have dropped out of the top 2 for the first time in the calendar year. And our promotion bid takes a big hit as West Brom get the win. They're definitely going to win the title now, no doubt about it. 5 points clear of Crystal Palace, who have now leapfrogged us and going to second place. Thankfully, Fulham did only manage a draw away at St Andrews against Birmingham, so we're ahead of them on goal difference right now, but 2 points behind Crystal Palace, and we got a much worse goal difference as well. Man, oh man, I so desperately wanted us to make the top 2 this season, gain automatic promotion, but just like last season, we might be heading for the playoffs, and unlike last season, I'll be hoping we can at least get to Wembley, but I'm very pessimistic. We're hitting our bad run of form at the worst possible time. And so, as we jump into the second and final game today, you best believe we desperately need a win out of this one as we take on the Borough at home. Crystal Palace are away at struggling Blackburn, and Fulham are at home to struggling Preston, so you'd anticipate that both of those teams get wins in these games, which means that we must match their results to stay in 3rd place and keep the pressure on Crystal Palace. Just a few games to go. So, Middlesbrough here at the Den, they're sitting in 11th place right now. Come on, you Lions, we really need to return to winning ways after back-to-back defeats. So, going to change the instructions and the tactics back to what we normally do. Attacking just doesn't work for me on FM. It just does not work for me at all. I should never start on it. Standard's much better for me, and we'll also mix the passing up a little bit as opposed to going more direct. And we'll change our lineup as well, as this game comes just 2 days after our loss to West Brom. So we'll put Woodman back in goal, and the cheat is going to come in for Jake Cooper as well. I think we'll start Shane down left-hand side for Menji, and I think we'll also give Jay Fulton a day off and play Yashin the Dream. Clinton can start for Jed Wallace, and up top together, he's not really fit enough to play the game, but we could really use with John Black starting this one for Aiden O'Brien, so we will. And yeah, we'll put O'Brien on the bench for Elliott, and I think we'll just make those changes and hopefully see us return to winning ways in this one. Yeah, let's do it. So, this is our lineup for the game then. My word, do we need a win. Come on, you Lions. We've got Woodman in goal, back for Meredith, Hutchinson, the Cheetah, and Abate, with Ferguson on the left, Webster on the right, and in the middle, Tunnicliffe and the Dream, and up top together, Black, who's going to be hobbling a little bit throughout the game, and Lee Gregory as well. And on the bench, Long, Cooper, Toffolo, Rakip, Wallace, O'Brien, and Marvin Brito. It's very tight right now in the race for the automatic promotion places and the playoffs as well. We cannot afford to lose this game and drop down to 4th, otherwise we are not making the top 2. Come on, Millwall, we need these 3 points. Fulham have already gone 1-0 up on Preston just 13 minutes in. I said this in the last episode, there's always one bad patch of form every single season I do in FM that can sometimes cost an entire campaign, and this is looking like it is going to be the bad run that we desperately didn't need. So still 0-0 halfway through the first half, and the draw is not good enough in this game. We need to win. We've had a really bad run. We must get the 3 points. A draw is going to feel like a defeat. And the first highlight's going to come to the Borough as well, just for the break in a half where we've done absolutely nothing. No shots recorded whatsoever. And here come the away side, looking for the first opportunity to get themselves in front, with Lenihan sliding it through towards McCarthy. Meredith can't stop the cross. Bongonda flicks it down, and the Dream flicks it away. Well, it was a clear-cut chance recorded for the Borough. Not entirely sure what happened there, but thankfully they couldn't turn in whatever the chance was, and that'll do it for the first half. So still 0-0, an atrocious first half, and we are all over the place right now, man. Seriously, as things stand right now, Crystal Palace tied at Ewood Park, where Fulham, they're 1-0 up on Preston right now. We're dropping to 4th, and we got to do something in the second half. So I'm going to aggressively say, and I barely go aggressive, I'm not happy with performance out there. Everyone's fired up apart from Abate, who's demotivated, but we need a change right now because nothing is working for us. I think I'll leave things as they are in terms of the lineup, and hopefully the rocket out the backsides of the players will help them get something going in the second half. But right now, we are dropping 2 points behind Crystal Palace and Fulham with just 4 games to go. If we fail to get the win here, we're not making the top 2. So first highlight in the second half comes 10 minutes after the restart, but unfortunately it does look like it will come to the Borough once again with Johnny Howson on the ball, looking to find a man. That wide is Jason McCarthy. And now the ball eventually gets worked back inside towards House, and now Lenihan receives it. Lovely ball out wide towards Bongonda here down the left-hand side. And the Belgian cross to the middle. Diabate is in off the crossbar. And the Cheetah will get it away alongside Abate. Another golden chance for the visitors, still 0-0. We are all over the place right now. Maybe I should have stayed on attacking because we've done absolutely nothing in this game as we're still tied at 0-0. But as Hutchinson finds Shane Ferguson, maybe, just maybe, we can get our first chance here. Lovely ball to Gregory, running through. Now can he finish? No. Lifts it off target and behind for a goal kick. Our first chance in the game. Gregory failing at target. Still 0-0. I can see someone nicking all 3 points. Who's it going to be? Oh, God, no. And a penalty's just been given to Middlesbrough as well. Not sure what happened there, but something did. And another penalty conceded by the Lions. We conceded so many of these this season, but Downing's penalty is stopped by Woodman and Meredith gets it away. We've conceded so many penalties this season, but Freddie and George, to be fair, have stopped quite a few of them, and a big stop there by Woodman back in the team and justifying the selection. And Preston have just equalised at Craven Cottage as well. Big goal there. Oh, it's Rhian Brewster. It had to be Rhian Brewster. And now a chance for Millwall. Webster on the ball, shoots off the post and cleared by Downing as well. A thrilling end to the game. As things stand, moving up to 3rd place, we'll still be 2 points behind Crystal Palace. Is there going to be one late twist in this tale? And Forest have gone 1-0 up on West Brom. The teams around us are doing us favours, but we can't take advantage. Well, I'm happy about the clean sheet, and I'm happy that Freddie saved that penalty as well to give us the point, but I'm not happy about our run of form to end this season off. It's another poor result, and now there's no wins in our last 4 games of the Den, picking up just 1 point in 12. That is so frustrating. I will say to the boys, unlucky it wasn't our day. That normally motivates the players, motivated 4 of them, and I'm pleased that Woodman did stop that penalty to at least give us a point. Webster hitting the post as well in this game. Oh, things could have been so different either way, but a draw is not a terrible result, I guess. It does see us stay in 3rd place, just 2 points behind Crystal Palace, but if we'd have won that game, we would have gone back into 2nd place. No, we wouldn't have done. We would have been just away from them on goal difference though. But with 4 games to go, oh, it's tight right now. We're only 5 points clear of both Ipswich and Derby in 7th and 8th. So even a playoff place is not guaranteed just yet. And after a bad run of form, it's looking likely that automatic promotion is looking very unlikely with just a few games to go. So that will end today's episode of the Football Manager series, guys. So a big thank you for watching. Really hope you have enjoyed it. And despite a poor run of form, as we still sit in 3rd place, there is a chance we could make automatic promotion, and we'll return for the final 2 games of the season if we do get promoted automatically, or the final 2 games of the regular season and the playoffs as well. We've got some favourable fixtures to come though in our final 4. Bolton away at a Macron sitting in 22nd, Oxford at home in 9th, Cardiff away in 14th, and Birmingham at home in 16th as well. So there's still a chance of the top 2, but I think we're probably setting for the playoffs, but I guess we'll find out. I'll play these 2 off camera and then come back for the final 2 games of the regular season. So thanks for watching, have an awesome evening, and I'll see you for the next episode in my Football Manager series, hopefully the season finale, where we'll celebrate automatic promotion very soon. Bye.